Hopefully it just started. So good morning, guys. Welcome to MagnOpus Trading Solutions with Jonathan. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and trade my EA program. And then I think we're gonna have some news today. And then we're gonna see how we're gonna execute. What will be the results of our trading today? We did have we on the fourth day, three winning trades in a row, or three winning days in a row, depending on the account. It depends if it's a winning trade or not. And I believe four consecutive winning days if we include last week, Friday. I don't know if last week Thursday was a winning trade either, but I know for sure last week Friday was. So 4 days in a row, markets went a minimum of a 1-to-1. And that's what's up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to send the links out to my WhatsApp, people on my brother on my WhatsApp, and then the people on the Discord. Hopefully that they can join if they are online. And I'll walk you guys through how I trade, which is the same way I trade every day. Let's go. I didn't open Discord, so I gotta open it now. Discord and hopefully WhatsApp open on another tab. Yeah, I did. Let's refresh this and get the link. And if you're watching this video, go ahead and subscribe and then turn on push notifications so whenever I am live around the times of 7:30 to 7:55, you could go ahead and just get the notification and you can just go to the link or join my Discord or whatever. Let's refresh and this then I will send it to you on the Discord. So you just join it that way. I think it's kind of hard to like just search my name and stuff like that. It's not like a simple YouTube search that you could do to go straight to it. Let me go ahead and see it. We have a little bit of lag today. Not laptop's not too hot, so interesting. But sometimes it's just when it just starts up, it'll lag a little bit, and it'll catch up after a while. But if it doesn't catch up, I'll see what I can do after that. Wait a second. There we go. All right, and let me go ahead and send it to my boy on WhatsApp. And interesting, I heard something. Then I could go ahead and close these things. But I still think that they might be running in the background. Like Discord and WhatsApp is two applications that for sure wants to run in the background. You can see. It looked like it disappeared for a second there, but I don't believe it. Team viewer. When they decide to open up. There we go, WhatsApp right there. What is going on here, brother? Where WhatsApp at? Grab it. Why did it even open TeamViewer? Why, why when I close TeamViewer actually open TeamViewer? And tabs. All right, even if it comes back up, we don't worry about it. All right, guys. So today is Thursday, August 14th. Like I said yesterday, we do have news. We have core PPI news. And this is gonna be one of those volatile news days that market is gonna pop around 829, 830. We can expect spreads to be widened on both the FTMO and my live account. What is 740? Yeah, and then today I'm actually going to try to trade this new idea that I had where if the spreads are gonna widen around 829, 830, and it doesn't matter if the price goes bullish or bearish within that 20 pip range that I have. Usually when it gets around 825 to 8 closer to 830, price doesn't matter if it went up or down or whatever, it goes back to the 8 a.m. candle open price. Sometimes it doesn't. So I'm thinking that not only we're going to drop down the risks that we're gonna risk on the accounts. I'm gonna do 1,000 on FTMO and I'm gonna do 75 on the live account. But I think I'm gonna do if I'm gonna catch the fluctuation, I'll catch the fluctuation on the FTMO account for sure, where I put it above and below the bearish level one and bullish level one. So even if it does the manipulation within that 20 pip range, if it pops or break that trading range of 20 pips, I'm gonna go ahead and get into that trade. Hopefully the spreads will let me into the trades and not too far out. But yeah, and then I think on the live account, I'm gonna keep it the same way, just to have two different scenarios running. I'm probably not gonna try to use the same scenario, and we're gonna see how it's gonna go. So we had a nice few winning days, so I am safe to lose that trade, and I'm content to win or lose. It's just I'm theorizing different ways to take advantage of the news, and then we do have news again on Friday at 8:30 and 10. So maybe if I lose this one, I probably win the next one, or maybe I could lose both of them. But we're just gonna be here to see. All right, guys, and I have to quickly go ahead and get the just make sure that I get everything right in terms of the EA inputs. So that's the news for today. And remember, we don't use news to figure out what direction the market is going or how to trade or what to look for. We just use news to let us know at what time to expect volatility or volume in the markets and what to do around that time because it's not a regular day. So that is what's up. I'm thinking I also could change the time that no, I'm not gonna do that because in terms of back testing, it's still the same. I back test from 8 a.m. Okay, I'm not gonna change the time of the execution. I'm just gonna change the range or the price of the execution. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go and do that first without talking too much. Make sure algo trading is on. We have our green triangle. We have our blue graduation hat on the right, green triangle on the left. Let's double check. Algo trading is on IC markets as well. Green triangle on the left. Blue graduation hat on the right. And then let's go to our expert list and let's go to properties. And we're gonna go to a fixed amount or risk amount, and then that risk amount is going to be $1,000, which you see here. TP and all that is going to be fine. Open price buffer, we're going to put it at 11 pips, which is going to be 1 pip above and 1 pip below the bearish level one and bullish level one. When it places, you'll be able to see 11. Um, Okay, if now what I have to do is gonna make sure my stop loss. I believe my stop loss has to be the same, which is gonna be if it's 11 pips, it's still gonna be 17 pips. So let's go back to this area right here. 17. I could do it in my head, right? 11 pips, one, and then we're gonna have 15 pips to the downside. 5, 10, 15. That'll be decent, right? Yeah, 17 pips is still gonna be the stop loss. It's just gonna be a little bit different than it usually is. It's gonna be if it's a buy stop, it's gonna be right under the sell stop area. If it's gonna be a sell stop, it's gonna be right above. Yeah, right above the buy stop area. And then in terms of how the analysis of it works where we're tracking how price moves within that range, regardless of where the trade is located. An invalid trade will be a violation. Hmm. Nah, I need something bigger than that. If that would be invalidation, I still think that market is gonna move with that whipsaw. If market's gonna whipsaw, let it whipsaw, right? Hmm. I'm thinking. If I'm gonna have it above, right? Mm. Mm-hmm. Thinking, should I have what it's gonna be a 17 pip or it's gonna be what 22 pips? Either 17 or 22. Are we gonna go 22 just cause? But I want the theory to be correct. Theory would have to be 22. The stop loss has to remain the same, even though the entry is different. Just I'm trying to accommodate for spreads. So it has to be 22 pips instead of 17. If the entire range is 20 pips, we got the buffer, 22 pips. Yeah, 22 pips. All right. And then I'm perfectly fine with how the trailing stop is gonna be working. I'm fine with the trailing stop as is. Yeah. I think the TP has to be different, but I'm not gonna. I'll leave it at that. I think as long as I make money in that during the day, I'll be fine. If I lose money, whatever. I'm just trying to. I'm. I'm just trying to data collect right now. All right. Okay, that's cool. All right. The settings is set. Let me double check the settings one more time to make sure I didn't miss anything. It's always good to double triple check. Risk amount, boom. Risk percent, we're not doing percentage. TP, I'm not gonna change that at the moment. Um, Stop loss. Okay. Okay. And then pip trail. All right. True. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Now let's go to IC markets and go ahead and do the same thing. Expert list, properties. All right. We're gonna do risk amount. We're gonna drop that down to $75. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Wonderful. I got wolf on there. You like to hide that no more. I thought you took it. I looked for it. The people just call me, you see, walking now. Yeah, it's working now. I'm telling you, it's your phone. Not phone. It is the phone, Daddy. It's the My phone. Boss just called me this lightning now. I know it's on now, but my phone used to do. But the same iPhone 7 used to do that too. It do that too. Now people say there's my boss say cable wireless problem. That's why I've been in cable wireless. They say cable wireless. All right. Let me go ahead and check that. All right. Risk amount is gonna be 75. And then I'm gonna use the same settings. Just um to follow the original strategy. Trailing stop is fine. All right. Double check. True, true, true. One more check, and then we should be good. Risk amount is fine. All right, all right. And then I'm gonna close that. Actually, the crazy thing is on the blueberry markets, I actually took a trade. I thought I didn't. I don't even know if I was gonna win or lose that one, but I did. And then we could go ahead and probably just use it in the meantime because it's just sitting there. Now, how I want to go about this one? No, I gotta change the I gotta get the new one in there. Take that one off. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. Let's update the new one. Oh shoot. It's not downloads, right? Okay, I'll refresh this, right? How do I refresh? Only one way to do this then. Close and restart it manually. Let me see if I probably gonna webcam probably gonna turn off in a second. I gotta go ahead and bring it closer. Much better. All right, that's the trade from yesterday. I kind of knew the markets were going to continue moving lower, so I just opened it and I had like what $5 in that account, and I can't withdraw it or do anything with it. So I was like, you know what, I might as well blow it to zero. And I took the trade, had a stop loss, and I had an entry, and it hit the TP. So that's what's up for exactly $3 too. Like oh well, a little bit, 297. All right, and we're gonna see what's going on. Now I should go ahead and put the EA on. Inputs. Probably gonna do fixed lot, the same 0.01. Uh, um, uh, let's go at 2.5. No, 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 no. TP is gonna be 2.53 guys, right? 53, 16 pips, 6 pips, 1500. True. 23, 30. True. 1510, right? And click OK. All right. Let's see if we can probably make some free bread on that one or lose some bread. It is what it is, right? And then let me double check that I even did the thing right. How many times I'm gonna check? I know, guys. I know. Yeah, 15:10. All right, cool, 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 cool. Okie dokie. We have about 5 minutes until news. So what do I usually do? So I don't know. Talk about yesterday. Yesterday we made 3.2 on the FTMO. No news though, so it wasn't like crazy spreads. It was just a winning day. And it actually was a 1-to-1. I didn't say I predicted, but bare minimum because I don't have any confluence to say that markets is gonna continue to move more than a 1-to-1. It was a after winning streak, which is or the third winning day or the third day of two winning days. No news between two news events. Um and in some form of consolidation. I want to say consolidation. I want to add that in there. It's just that there's nothing to tell me that we're gonna move 50 to 100 pips, except the fact that we're outside of summer. And then the way that markets was moving when we reached the 1-to-1, it was consolidating a little bit, kind of reversing, and I was like, you know what, I'll just get out. For the last few times when I manually closed a position, I actually was right by a few pips, which is the crazy thing. And then there's never nothing wrong. I'm gonna say that to myself. There's never nothing wrong with putting money in the account. The thing that you want to avoid is losing money and losing trades. The next thing I want to work on is closing my losers earlier than letting them hit the full loss. That's probably gonna be a little bit more effective. But once you start editing your losers, you start editing your winners. So anything that you do change in the strategy is gonna affect the outcome. So if I start closing my losers early, I might be closing my winners, or I might be turning a potential winner into a loser. So in the long run, I don't know if I'm gonna be making more or losing more. Um, but if you back test it, you probably be able to come with a thesis or idea or a accurate results that's gonna let you know if it's gonna be beneficial or destructive to the outcome of the strategy. All right. So at 56, got 4 more minutes until news. Until 8 a.m. candle open. Not news. All right. That's probably 3 more minutes. Wake up, pray. What is this? I've been forgetting that one. Scriptures. Uh, no, it's actually definitely Chief Fame. Same thing. Yep. Go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself. Shame. Shh. Taking yours thing. All right, now we got 2 more minutes until news. Chief, Deputy Chief A, taking grow rich. Um, what's the next one? I cheat sheet right here. Shower flows. Word. One, two, four. Right. Okay. Didn't do analytics. Well, it's fine. All right. Oh, I gotta put the TikTok back on. My bad, TikTok. Oh, unable to go live. Your live ended due to an internet. Damn. Damn. All right, guys, we are going to execute the next 45 seconds. All right, guys, the next 30 seconds, what you're going to see is the usual. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. There we go. It's better. Put my hands behind my head and let the program do its job. Ugh, ugh. For the next, what you call it, 15 seconds, you're going to see there, the key level price indicator moved, all the lines adjust, and both of the trades be placed on all three of the accounts. Um, Interesting. The timer on my hmm, timer on my computer kind of was a little bit behind by a few seconds. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, at least I know I can see that the buy stop and the sell stop were placed correctly. And then I need, if this is a buy direction, the sell stop is going to be at 1 point. The stop loss for the buy has to be 1.6. Okay. All right. That's it, it was done properly. Let's check. What is IC markets was also done properly. And blueberry markets was also done properly. Was done properly? I put 16 pips instead of 17, huh? Didn't I? Hold on. Let me go ahead and export list. Yeah, I put 16 instead of 17. That's my bad, guys. I'll move it now. I have to manually do it. I definitely know how to do it. It's not rocket science, right? So if this is gonna be my buy stop, I'm going to bring my TP back 1 pip. Buy stop, modify. Not my TP, my stop loss. Gonna be 7.5. Perfect. And then I'm gonna bring my stop loss for myself up 1 pip. 8.5, 9.5, 9.5. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. So I'm nice with it, I guess. So I got it right. I don't like, where's my red line for the stop loss though? I see the buy stop and the sell stop, and I do see the stop loss is there. 1.16778, which is also the entry. Yeah, yeah. So it should be there. All right, guys, and we're gonna wait on price to go ahead and show us what it's gonna do. Like I said, it's not, I can't say it's not going to, but what I've noticed is that when we do have news at 8:30, we don't get into a buy stop or a sell stop in the first 20-25 minutes. It's around the 25 to 30 minute mark when we get into a buy or sell stop. But if we do, we have both in there. So on the IC markets and on the blueberry, we have the buy stop and the sell stops where it usually is. But on the FTMO, which is my more conservative account, we're testing out when it's CPI, PPI to have our buy stop and our sell stop outside of that 20 pip range. So when price does fluctuate or move in whichever direction, that usually is the direction the market is going to continue into. It's just that when our buy stop and sell stop is within the range, we don't get executed due to spreads. But what I'm also gonna worry about is that if spreads are gonna largen around that time, and when markets are moving in bullish or bearish direction, will I have even worse of an entry or even worse of a losing trade? That's why I risked how I risked. And I have plenty of price buffer, and we do have another trading day. So let's see how this is gonna play out. As you can see, we're almost about 2 pips away from the buy stop, 2 to 3 pips away from the buy stop on the blueberry and IC market. So we might be executed within there. Like I see, blueberry markets doesn't have any spreads as of right now. Sometimes I'd be surprised, like axe price. I'm telling you, I have it on. And then let me check on my Blueberry markets if I have the axe price on. Okay, now I see axe price properties. Axe price is supposed to be red, and it's, as you can see, spreads is pretty good. I could also add spreads here. Over here, columns. I could add spread in there. I like how they quote their spreads. It's just nice. Let's zoom in. Okay, I can see the spread. It's a small spread on it. Nothing too crazy. All right, guys. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do some technical analysis. Probably take a look at yesterday's what was happening yesterday. We are lagging bad, 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 bad. And me opening TradingView is definitely not gonna help the lag. I'm wondering why we're lagging more than you. Okay, I think because I accidentally probably left the computer on last night. That little 2 hours of rest probably wasn't enough for it to catch its breath. This is what I did last time, which caused my microphone not to work. The fuck is the input experience? I'm afraid of deleting that though. I could delete widgets. All right, let's go TradingView. All right, not that bad. We're lagging, but it is bad. It's bad. Test, 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 test. All right, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Watch this crash though. I got way too much information. I done backtest all the way to January. I'm gonna probably go ahead and make a new one and then delete all the backtests and just use like 1 week at a time, cause it takes too long. Look at that. You see? It be tripping out too much, bro. I already did my technical analysis. I already took my screenshots, so it got so bad that one of the I think one of the previous ones that I was using, I can't use any more tools. I can't pull out any tools on that one. It stopped me from even doing anything anymore. All right, we go ahead and wow. Yeah. The range was not that big yesterday. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. With news? That's was yesterday. Oh, yesterday was no news. Not my bad, my bad. Yeah, man, I did the right thing. Got the 1-to-1 and get the hell out of there. Or close to a 1-to-1. Don't need none of these. All right, the price opened at 1.17, 191 yesterday. We went down. We hit our sell stop. We had a small retracement and a beautiful drop down to 1-to-1. Man, that was about 850. That's a decent move. That was it. And then around, yeah, with that, I think the stream was around like an hour, 30 minutes. I don't know why does it feel so long though. Interesting. And then I got out around over here, and then I did the right decision because markets came all the way back. Tested the stop loss or the theoretical, not the theoretical, but the previous stop loss was already out the trade, and then ended up moving down lower. So that's what's up. So I made the right decision. I probably would have got this would probably wouldn't like break even or a small loss day. And I turned it into a profit. That's what's up. So I guess I should have parameters on what days I can be aggressive on and what days I can be conservative on. What days I should wait long, hold the trade longer without moving my stop loss on, so on and etc. Just having a dynamic trading system and less static. Even though my tools are available on the EA, but the ideas and what we have in the markets are going to be dynamic based off of different factors, which you know. And then intuition, I believe I'm also going to add intuition into it, where I understand that I use price and time only, but intuition and experience definitely plays a big part in trading. The more that you trade, the more experience you have, the more in tune you are in the with the markets, because you can be in tune with the markets. Um, it definitely would add an extra edge to the analytical edge of the mathematical edge of your strategy. And it might work against you, but in the long run, you have to trust in yourself at the end of the day. You have to trust in yourself, and everything is not going to be mathematical, bro. It's gonna be there's always gonna be a level of chaos within the markets, a level of chaos within the world. Even though it is both exactness and chaos, both exist in this universe. You gotta watch that movie Pi, man. Thanks to my boy. I think his name is. I don't want to butcher his name. Let's try to figure out his name now. His name is beyond this. Onika. That's the best I got. Suggesting I watch that movie, man. That movie definitely, the movie and the YouTube video movie analysis of it definitely helped me understand some logical errors in the way that I was approaching my trading, where or not only me, I wouldn't say me 100%, but the people that I was like, I wouldn't say aspiring to, but listening to. Um, yeah, me as well. I'll put myself in the bucket as well. That even though we're focused on price and time, is we're never gonna and we aspire for perfection. We can get as close as possible, but we have to respect the irrationality or the chaos in the markets and prepare for it as well. And just don't expect that we're going to be able to find the exact price and the exact time or the exact perfect trade or that silver bullet or the perfect strategy. You just get as close as possible, and then respect the irrationality, and respect in your ability to have intuition, and respect in your ability and trust in yourself to figure out what's gonna happen next. And you might be wrong, you might be right, man. That's the game. Accept it. All right, let's go back and we gotta figure out, not figure out, but remember. Let's go to not remember. Identify. So the 8 a.m. kind of open price was at 1 point. I need glasses. 1 point. Wow, I'm bad. All right, no, there we go. Focus. 1.16885. With the light in my eyes, burning my pupils from the soft light, and then looking at a computer 12 hours a day, and your phone, doing a number. I'm gonna have to get some LASIK eye surgery. Good thing that modern medicine has a solution. I could go ahead and burn 1.16889, right? 1.16889. Let's set our ADM kind of open price. And then with this ADM open price, that's all we're going to need to be able to plot the Magnum Opus trading grid on price. All right, since I'm on that buy stop, let me just go ahead and edit it now. So 1.16889 plus 0.005, what that's gonna be 1.16889. All right, what is 88 plus 5? 93? There we go. And then the sell stop is gonna be 10 pips below. It's going to just, you gotta subtract one from the third decimal place. Subtract 1 is going to be 8. All right, and then all I gotta do is probably copy this over. 10 pips above the 8 AM candle open price is going to give us what, 1.889. No, that's that muscle memory for you. Hold on. There we go. Paste, and we're gonna add. Hold on, paste. Add 10 pips. Turn that 8 to a 9. Copy. Paste. Paste. And then we're gonna subtract 2. Paste. Subtract 2 is gonna give us 7. All right. And then now you have the MagnOpus trading grid, the original trading range, 10 pips above and 10 pips below the 8 AM candle open price with our buy stop and sell stops, 5 pips above and 5 pips below the 8 AM candle open price. And our theory goes that whichever direction markets hit whichever direction markets move in the for 5 pips, 6 pips in terms of trading, but whichever direction moves for the first 5 pips is usually the direction is going to continue for the next 15 or more pips. And this is gonna happen more often than not. And that's why you can have your stop loss 15, 17 pips away from the your entry, whether it's a buy or a sell stop. All right, let's see what we got here. Look like market's gonna try to trigger our sell stop. Let's see if we execute any trades. Nah, we got close, but we didn't commit to that move. That's why instead of 5 pips, I put 6 pips. Because if market is gonna move in the direction, it's gonna go to it and through it. So 5 pips could just be a tap and reversal. And making it 6 pips instead of 5 is gonna eliminate we entry what? Okay, okay, it must have did it on the other ones. All right, the other ones definitely executed for sure. All right, guys, in terms of what you call it, the IC markets. Well, in terms of the live accounts, we are in the trade. In terms of FTMO, we're gonna try that theory, and we're gonna be outside of the trade still. We're gonna wait till markets move a little bit more or spreads. Nah, because if I edit this now, I will not have the I would not have the EA trailing stop working, so can't make it. So let's see what the FTMO gonna be at the end of the day. So today, well, not today, but the last 2 days, interestingly enough, today and the day before yesterday, those two news events, we actually entered into the position before um 8:25 or 8:29 or 8:30. So we didn't get we had a pretty good entry, and we didn't get manipulated by spread. So that's what's up. I can't hold you now. Can't hold you. So w- would I say, or would I implement, if markets do not enter into a position at a certain time, if markets do not enter a position by, I'll give it 8:25, trade outside the range. All right. Where I'll just have the EA. I have the EA on the basic, and then when 825 comes, edit EA at 825. So when 825 comes, I'll just edit the EA to execute again at I'll close the trades and then close trades too. And then I guess edit the EA to execute again at like what 827 or 820, faster than I could type it, right? 827 or 828 of the trades outside of the range. Because that's when spread is gonna come into the market. So, good information, good data right here, good analysis, theorizing what's going on. And I'm probably gonna look at previous data to see what we got going on. So we got 9 more minutes, so we could go back to doing technical analysis. I can go ahead and use the black dot to indicate that a sell stop has been activated, and we have dedicated ourselves to a sell on the live accounts, but we have not dedicated ourselves to any particular direction on the FTMO accounts as of yet. We got 9 more minutes. Oh, in the meantime, let me go ahead and update the strikes on interesting. I think I got interesting. What did I do? What did I do here? I think I copied this over twice on accident. All right, this look more like it. You get the retest. So markets move down 5 pips, hitting the bearish level 1, drop down some more, hitting bearish level 2, reverse, made a retest, reverse again, confirming a reversal from bearish to bullish, and as well as testing the 8 a.m. candle open price. We came back down. We could say that's a reset. Definitely could continue. We continued, but we ended up coming back down again. And now we at a 50-50 of markets continuing higher or continuing lower. But whether they go higher or lower is probably going to continue to the next level. And what happened was we did come back down. So the net distance, if you add majority of this up, is going to be, I can't say, yeah, from 8 a.m. from 8 a.m. candle open is almost a net zero move, where the initial move, the impulse down, was reversed by the impulse back up, and then it came right back down again. Um, Net zero, or the original 10-20 pips, and then we flooded out after a while, not hitting level after that. Yes. All right, that's it. And just notice the amount of, let me just give you some reference right quick. Notice the amount. This is the same amount of time, 9 hours, but look at a different day where news is involved. But I could taste the coffee in the air. That's crazy. So that one looked like it about have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikes, and this one has way over 10, 15, 20 strikes maybe. Same amount of time, different amount of price action. You can say the range is different, but the price action is definitely different. I believe that the 8 a.m. candle open price has been retested. Since we're at 823, we're gonna now fluctuate around this range. Anticipating news, and we'll see what direction Marcus decides to go to in the next 6 minutes. All right. Okay. Brum, 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 brum. Who's bad? Two, two. Mm, 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 mm. Who's bad? All right. 825, 5 more minutes. And now we are, you see, 825, right back at the 8 a.m. candle open price. I'm gonna continue if I want to try that theory that I just thought about, right? And I want to go down on the 5 minute or the 1 minute chart, whichever one gets the best information, and then see where price is at every day that we have news at 8:25. If price is always closer to the 8 a.m. candle open price at 8:25, then that'll probably be a good idea to go ahead and either reset the I wouldn't reset it, but I would just change the levels, knowing that price is far enough not to reach and invalidate my trade. And remember, we got trading stop on all of these bad boys over here. So markets decide to move quickly. Our stop loss is gonna move quicker. It's gonna be super hard if you're manually trading to go ahead and show your stop loss. You're probably gonna have to watch price move and close the trade manually instead of using a stop loss. I mean a trailing stop. If you don't have the EA. And it's always fun to watch spreads open up around the news price. Yeah, right. Oh, do I have any flares? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. No flares? Tit. You can co-host with another Nah, I don't want I'm not doing those. 60 viewers join after you're live. All right. Shoot. Where is that? I don't have it right now, so go ahead and put let's use this book in the meantime. Uh-oh. Yeah-oh. Yeah-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah? Perfect. Okay. All right, we got 2 minutes. News hasn't opened the spreads up yet. We retested the sell stop area. Let's see, guys. Let's watch these lines right here on the right. Hopefully my face doesn't on my YouTube mess it up. All right, guys. Market should start freaking out itself in the next 30 seconds or so. All right, we got about 1 more minute. Let's watch the EA work, guys. 829 spread hasn't opened up yet, interestingly enough. It's opening up a little bit. All right, 20 more seconds, guys. Here come the spread widening, as you can see from right over here. We look to your over here, you see that red and gray line? That's the spread. The gray line is the market price. The red line is where the spread is. All right, 5 seconds, guys. Boom, there go the spread. All right, I think we're out the trade. No, we're not out the trade. I'm looking at FTMO. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. So we're winning regardless. We are winning regardless. I do not see my stop loss being moved. Okay, it didn't move. All right, it's moving. It's moving and grooving, guys. Let me see if my stop loss is moving for these, man. Yeah, it's moving. Yep, we winning this one today, guys. Let's move these TP right quick. Don't need no TP, man. That shit drop. Come on, man. That shit drop, gang. Come on. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Come on, drop for me. Drop for me. Drop for me. Come on, give me some of that bread, man. All right, let's be patient. Let's be patient. Let's let markets do what it do. Can't be greedy. As long as we're not losing any money on the trades, we Gucci goo. We Gucci goo. We Gucci goo. They got me out. They got me out. They got me. I ain't making no bread. Ain't make no real bread. Let's see. On the live. Oh shit, we still in? We still in it to win it? Let's see what Blueberry Market is running for, man. Let's say Blueberry Market is gonna be the one to catch the big move. Or not. I know on IC Markets history we made 57 out. $50,000. Come on, don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't go back. Don't go back. Do not go back. 2 levels is crazy. Don't you dare go back. Let's see how much we made on FTMO. We probably ain't make no bread, bro. $118. We made our money back from that loss. Probably would have made more money if I didn't have the. Yeah, theories is theories, guys. Can't be switching up on the gang like that. It is what it is. So what we did, we made like what $100. $100 in FTMO. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. $100 in FTMO. So consistently, I've noticed that we can make 30 pips on news. If we just leave it at 30 pips, no, 10, 20, yeah, 30 pips, then all right. But me not like that, man. I don't like being cheap, man. Let that market drop for me. FTMO, $100. We recoup that little get. I can't say get. Sorry. Recoup that dumb loss that we had. $57 on IC markets, and then the Blueberry is gonna do what Blueberry does. It has a what you call it on it, so it doesn't really matter. We could go to what we go to do some technical analysis in the meantime. Man, today that I mean this week is that week, broski. All right, 1.16789 drop down 10 pips. It's gonna be 1.16689. Copy, paste, paste. Um, 1.16589. Blueberry Markets probably got out. Blah blah blah. Let me finish the analysis before I check it. Blueberry Markets. Wick. Clone. 1.16489, not 6. Gotta change it in the coordinates as well. Oh, didn't touch. Didn't touch. Well, yeah, it depends on the broker. It depends on the broker, right? That will be the first retest, right? Made 83 cents. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. But I think that that dude was kind of right though, bro. But yeah, that's it for today. It was a small winning day today. A learning experience for sure. Different scenarios that both work. We want to see which one's gonna work the best over time. What in the world? I done froze. All right, we want to see which one works the best over time. And that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. We have one more trading day tomorrow, and we do have news. I think we have 8:30 news and 10 a.m. news, and let's see how that affects our trade. Probably gonna trade conservatively again tomorrow because we are now in 4 wins this week, 5 winning streak. Yeah, well, we just didn't really take all the money out, but it is what it is. All right, thanks guys for watching.